Hello, hello, hello. I hope that the microphones are working and I hope everybody can hear me. It's been a while since I've done this. And actually, um, this is something new. I have tried this style and format on another YouTube channel that I'd started. Hi, Lois. But honestly, guys, the idea was great. But coming up with content every week, like in a tutorial fashion, was just really hard. So I decided that to do live streams, why don't we just chat like it's the same format? You guys are going to see different angles of the shop or of the shop of my sewing room. Go put it in the kitchen, sweetie. That's my grandson. He's here tonight. But anyway, but on this page, because it's hard to build a channel, it's hard to build a Facebook page, and it's hard to build up Instagram, right? So this is just going to be one of those, hey, let's just talk, and I'm going to make a quilt, and let's see how it goes. Hi, Alicia. Alicia, you'll be familiar with the setup, except it's not going to be a tutorial. It's just going to be me doing it and talking with you guys. So that's pretty much it. So yes, there will probably be kids running in and out. I don't know if you guys can hear the cat in the background, but it's just kind of like my evening. I mean, this is where I stay most of the time if I'm not out doing chores or mowing or whatever needs to be in the garden. I come in here and I work on stuff, projects that I have. Like people want me to make them worship flags, or now I'm starting quilting, or just little projects to keep my store going. So yeah, real life truly. So what I've got going on is I had to halt on that on this Daughter of the King quilt that I'm making. If you guys saw me post about that. So I'm going to resume this. And the reason that I halted on it was I needed to make the Fruit of the Spirit quilt, which I no longer have. That was my second completed quilt. This one was my first. So quilting takes a lot of hours. This one was the one that I made, my very first one, and I gave it to Patrick. So this one's his. He loves it. It's got a fleece backing. Perfect for the upcoming cool season. So now I'm going to start on...
What's my backpack?
What is it, sweetie?
My best coordinate backpack.
Oh, I didn't see it. Grandma needs to wash it. So just go put it back in your backpack, okay? Okay, continuing on. This one's Daughter of the King, guys. And it's got glitter, sequins. So I am not a professional quilter, y'all, at all. I'm just kind of teaching myself as I go. Whatever looks good. I've watched some tutorial videos. That's why YouTube's amazing, right? Because you can like literally find anything to do anything on YouTube. So tonight, as I talk to you guys, I'm just going to work on it. I'm going to work on it. Now, the reason that I stopped this and went to do the Fruit of the Spirit quilt was we were in church last Sunday, and a sweet lady there has been diagnosed with breast cancer. And I felt like the Lord said, make her a covering, make her a quilt. And so I stopped everything else, and I worked on that quilt last week. I made sure I worked on that quilt every day until it was done. And I got it done Thursday afternoon-ish because I knew Friday I was going to help Patrick, and Saturday was the barbecue festival, so I wasn't going to have time. So I was like, okay, Lord, you got to help me do this if this is what you want me to do. And it was done. So thank you guys. So that's what we're going to be doing today, is working on Daughter of the King quilt. So I'll show you kind of what I'm doing, and if you're watching and you do any kind of sewing or quilting, maybe you can give me tips, or maybe it'll give you an idea. It'll spark an idea in you to just be like, oh, I want to do that. So this is going to be the shot that y'all see. I hope it's not too much, so that as I'm working, Alicia, you're familiar. I know you're familiar with the setup. As I'm working, I can talk to you guys, and I can show you what I'm doing as I'm talking. So I have my first panel here. So mine are throw size. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 long. So it's at the floor. It's just a little bit taller than I am. Perfect cover size, right? For one person. So I am going to continue making the rows for this. And I have a beautiful pink fleece backing that I'm going to put on here. And we're not going to finish it tonight. I'm just going to work on it as I can with you. I will probably finish it offline another day. So anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing. And I feel like it's easier to do this than come up with a new tutorial every week. Let's see. Yes, Daughters of the King. Amen. That's why I'm making it. So it looks like some of my frames are skipping. Thank you, Lois. What size is each block? So I usually try to do this one. It's about a 10.5, but as you know, when you sew down, it's going to be 10. Some of them are a little smaller. The Fruit of the Spirit one was a little bit smaller because I had to add blocks to it to make it that big.
Uncle Cody's back.
Uncle Cody's back? Yay! Uncle Cody's been working. He's back. Maybe you can hang out with Uncle Cody for a few minutes. Okay, guys, tell me if it's bad. Tell me if it's skipping. So, if it's skipping, because it's telling me it kind of is. So, I hope not. So, I'm just going to kind of get started, guys. And I don't know if you have questions or anything. You can just kind of let me know or whatever. But, thank you, Alicia. Basically, what tonight is more of a, I just want to talk to you guys. And Patrick made a video today that will be up tomorrow, just kind of updating you guys about what's going on with him. It was about this time last year when he was dealing with the knee break, you know, and he was having a hard time with insurance and getting the doctors to schedule his stuff. I feel like we're back in that. I feel like we're just given the runaround and nothing is going to get done. It's kind of frustrating. So today I said, or he was like, should we update? I said, yeah, how about you do that? So I'm not going to go into further detail, but I'll post that video. I'll schedule it to go up tomorrow at 6:30 Central Time for you guys to watch that. But today the video went up about me moving the barbecue trailer. And I was actually really scared to do it because that's his baby, y'all. And I'm like, I need to get this out of the front yard. If I don't, it's not going to get moved for a while. And I did. And I had to text him because do you guys do that? Like, you just take matters into your own hands and you're like, this needs to be done. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to call the shots here and I'm going to do it. And so I texted him. So I did a thing. What husband wants to hear that from their wife, right? Probably no husband ever. They're like, he was like, you have me scared. Is what he replied to me. I said, it's okay, I moved your trailer. He's like, where at? So when he found out that I'd moved it back to its old location, he was totally okay with it. And then he had watched the video this morning, and he's like, I'm so glad you didn't put it over there. And I'm like, well, I thought it'd be good over there. So I had to pray about doing that first, though. Like, Lord, what do I do? Thank you, Alicia. Yeah, we appreciate all the prayers, you guys. Seems like we're always going through drama stuff. So I'm going to move you guys over to my sewing table. Uh-oh. 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 Okay, hang in there with me. I'm trying to get my video up. My video is not working. Okay, now can you see me and can you hear me? I didn't have my webcam on over here, so oops. So I'm just gonna sew these together. Cody, I'm live streaming, but your dad's wanting to talk to you. Hang on, I gotta sew this, okay? Are you having issues, honey? Are you having issues with your nose? There's tissue on the table in there. If you need to blow. I hope you guys can hear me now. Is it working? So my videos have changed a little bit. I don't know how they've changed or why they've changed. I don't know. Anyway, they've changed a lot. You know, we were just doing the daily morning devotions. And now I'm doing more of the vlog style. And those are really fun, you guys. I enjoy those, except they're kind of a lot of work. If any of you vlog or do those things, I know Lois does. They're kind of a lot of work. And creating the content, editing the video, and getting them up every day is a little bit of a challenge, but the rewards are good, right? So our goal, actually it's my goal, it's not really Patrick's goal. You know, we are almost to 1,000 subscribers, and it wasn't ever about the numbers, but the closer that we get, like, it becomes a little bit about the numbers. It's like, that's our first goal. It's been our goal for a long time, and we are almost there. So, if any of you are watching and you've already hit that 1,000, you know what it feels like to be so close. I think we're less than 100. I think we're like 98. We need 98 people. And it's going to unlock some things, some privileges for us on YouTube. And I've heard that once it reaches over 1,000, you get, like, it seems like you just start to grow and expand. So I'm pretty excited, y'all. Honestly, I want to get to that 1,000. I'm not gonna lie. So, oh yes, you do. This is the little koozie that Alicia sent me. Yes, it is. I've got a Mountain Dew in there. Yes, it is. Oh, goodness. So, I'm popping out videos left and right. But, I feel like that's a part of my job now. Hey, honey. Besides the full-time, business entrepreneur, YouTubing. It can be a career, right? YouTube, it could be a career. Why not? I mean, we're supposed to not be like everybody else, right? Besides the verse that tells us we're set apart. Why can't we use our creativeness that God put in us to do things out of the box and do things that, aren't like the way that everybody's going? So yes, Patrick has a job, and I've worked too in the field, but I don't know, life changes, things change, and I don't know, guys, I don't know what's going to happen, but anyway, I'm going to give it a shot. Oh yeah, Super Chat and stickers, and it unlocks the feature that on my phone, I'll be able to use my phone if I want to do a live stream. If I'm not here, because now I'm on the laptop, I would be able to live stream on my phone, and I think that's pretty cool. That's cool. Oh my gosh. What are you doing, girl?
Cosplay.
What are you doing?
Cosplay.
She's into cosplay, anime stuff, and this is her newest wig, and she's like, how about I take it off she's like, she got it in the mail this week, and she's like, it scares me, Mom. So, I mean, I'm not a fan But I don't know. I'm not a fan, but I want her to be creative too. I want her to like be able to be creative. So, okay, here you go, sister. Get your stuff off my work desk.
Sorry.
You can come over here. And
Alright, I'm gonna go cosplay.
are you gonna let Jonathan play with you? Sure. Just for a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, that's that. Is that a little dress hanging back there? Did you make it for Layla? I didn't make it, but it is Layla's. So I put it on her, and she doesn't like it. So there's a little girl at church I think would like it. It's a little costume. It's like cupcakes. So at first she liked it, and I thought, oh, you're going to be so pretty. I put this on her, and she cried. She tried to tear it off. So I don't think she likes the under part, honestly. So I'm going to give it to somebody else. But no, I did not make that, which that would be a fun project after I do my quilting. So, right? I get too many projects in the works and I can't finish them. So I'm really bad about doing that. Starting things before I finish other things. Does anybody else do that? I do that all the time. Patrick's always like, finish what you started. Just finish what you started. I'm like, but this sounds so much fun. So I want to make quilts for some of my family for Christmas. And I've been on Pinterest, and that's like my nightly new ritual. I will read some scripture, before bed. And then I get on Pinterest, and I look up quilting projects. And there's so many cool, like, 3D quilts. And I'm like, I wonder if I could do that. So I think I'm going to try to make some 3D quilts for Christmas. I've found so many projects. I thought maybe I should do a video that's like nailed it or failed it by Pinterest. Like if I do a project, is it a fail or did I nail it? I told Patrick that he didn't respond to me, so I don't know what he thinks about that. He probably won't be a part of that video. Okay, so here is one of my blocks. So it's very, very pretty. I love this. And it's a smooth sequin. It's kind of rough, but it's not rough. And it's just on the outside. It's not like going to be on the body. So, yeah, anyway. But now I need to know, okay, lordy, I need to trim that off. And then I also need to know what order I was working in, because I haven't worked on this since I quit and started the other quilt. And let's see. So it looks like, because I also have them in a certain pattern, and I don't have enough room for all my stuff. So see, the two squares up here are different than these here. So what do I need to do? Think. So if I want to, okay. So this one needs to go at the top. I probably need to do that, just like that. And then add my crown like that. Is that showing up? And then on down, I'll do another. So, okay. I think I know. The thing I hate worst is having to rip seams. I hate having to rip seams. I hate it. I feel like I'm wasting my stuff when I have to do that. So I'm going to get this all situated because I'm going to cut that off. I will cut that off. Yeah, plan to make Christmas gifts this year. And actually, if you make your Christmas gifts, like, it's time to get started, like right now, right? For me, it will be, because I'm going to make all my sister's kids. She's got 4 kids. I'm going to make them all little 3D quilts. And then I'm going to make her a quilt. And I'm going to make her a, Jesus, help my mind. assorted bandana rag quilt. So it's going to have like different colors of bandana, and it's going to be one of the rag quilts. My mom, I hope she doesn't watch this. I'm going to make her one special. I've got to actually order some fabric squares in, like custom fabric squares. Um, so, and then my kids, of course, they're going to have all kinds of quilts, honestly, because, you know, there's so many cute ones that I want to make. I'm just going to make them and give it to them. But then I would also like to make them and stock my store. I had someone reach out to me and ask me if I would make them a Fruit of the Spirit quilt, and absolutely I will. I have more material to do that. But when this virus scare came about, fabric was really hard to find, and Walmart was like totally wiped out, and Hobby Lobby was like closed. So all of us that needed fabric just because couldn't find it because everybody started making masks, and everybody was buying up sewing machines, and it was hard to find the things that you needed to do business if that's what you do because of the COVID thing. So okay, there is that. Can y'all see it? So I got two together, and that's what you do. You just keep doing it. I don't know if that's how y'all do yours if you quilt. I just do mine block by block, row by row. And then I've already laid them out. Like, I've already cut all the squares out, and I laid them out on my kitchen table because I don't have a big enough space. And I'll just keep going. Looks like I had already gotten this one started, so I might have messed up a little bit. Actually, I might have messed up by doing that. Because I don't want this and this on the same one. So I'm going to have to save this for another row. Because it's not going to jive, y'all. It's not going to jive. Oh, yeah, you had to order all your fabric in? Yes. Yes. I don't know how much I sell them for. I would have to sell them for $50 or $60 just for the throw size because of the labor and all the fabric and the backing and if you put the batting in between. So those costs add up. And then plus you want to have a profit. So I think that's why quilts are so expensive because of all of the material that goes in them and the time. So I know some are up there in the hundreds, but hello, welcome. I'm glad you stopped in. We are just chit-chatting, talking about quilts, talking about masks, talking about fabric, whatever else we can talk about on this live stream tonight. I'm trying something new. I had watched, I don't know, my thoughts are, I hate to bring this up on here, but my thoughts are really scattered about the mask mandates. And I know people need to be protected from it, but those of us that don't, I feel like we're kind of suffering because like I can't go into any of Patrick's doctor's appointments. Like I can't go in there with him. When Chloe got her eye exam, we had to sit down in the vehicle until they called her in, and I'm like, what is going on? But yeah, we can go roam around the grocery stores and do all this other stuff. But then when it's the serious stuff, there's so many rules, and it's like I'm over it. I'm just over it at this point. I'm ready for it to be done, but the reality is it's not going to go back to a normal state ever. And the kids have to wear their mask all day at school. And bless the teachers' hearts because they're the ones that have to, enforce it and care for these kids all day at school. And I'm just like, what's next? So I really feel like we need to be ready for whatever's next because this happened so fast. I remember back, we were going to close the barbecue trailer down the week of spring break. And we closed it down. And then that was the week that we started hearing about all these COVID cases. And we're like, what is that? What's coronavirus? And then it shut everything down in like the blink of an eye. And we never reopened. Like, that was the end for us for a while. And the kids never went back to school, and everybody got scared. And honestly, I feel like I've had it, but it wasn't as bad as people said. I don't know. It's been 3 weeks for me now. So, I don't know, guys. Everybody's different. Some people have died from it, and other people didn't even know they had it. So, I don't know. I'm really over it. I am. But in the midst of this, it's really made us want to think about our future. And it's really made us want to be prepared for whatever else is next, right? So I'm not fearful because I know that whether I'm in this body or, in glory, I'm in the Lord's hands. But I don't know, guys. I'm just over it. What's your thoughts? I don't know. Yeah, it is very backwards. I mean, a lot of people are suffering, and a lot of people have been sick. We've had people die here in our area from it even. But I don't know, guys. Everybody has different opinions about it. And I feel like it's not going to stop until we, the people, fight for our rights. You know what I'm saying? Like, not let them bully us and tell us what we can and can't do. So if I need to go into the doctor's office with my husband or my kids, I should still have that right to do so. I should, especially if you're willing to put your mask on, let them check your temperature, do your hands, whatever it is that you need to do. They should compromise with you and allow you to be with your loved one when you go to an appointment or a doctor or something that's vital. Because you know what? Patrick doesn't always understand or tell me everything that the doctor has told him or remember it, right? So I want to be there to know what he's saying, what the diagnosis is, what the treatment's going to be, what his medication's going to be, what his next appointment is, and what's really going on. But I can't go in there, so I honestly don't know. And that is what really gets me, is that they can control you. They can separate you so much. And so when he was in the hospital, I couldn't even go in to visit him. Like, you could not visit. And it's like they're separating families. And I hate it for all the people that have loved ones in the nursing home, loved ones that might be in the hospital right now, and you can't visit them. You can't get to them. Anyway, why am I ranting about this? It's really just on me. I need to hush about it. But anyway, let's sew some blocks. How about that? Let's just sew a little bit. That'll help you. That's good therapy. Sewing's good therapy. I think this is probably the best therapy I've ever picked up. Like a hobby that is actually therapeutic. I don't know, y'all. What's your hobbies? What's your hobbies that make you happy? I think I said that in my video the other day. Like, paparazzi makes me happy. Coffee makes me happy. Sewing makes me happy. What makes you happy? Enjoy life, guys, while you can. Just enjoy your life. Our freedoms are slowly being taken away. So, let's see. Should I flip it? I should flip it like that because it might stay better if I do that. And then I'll trim it. I'll do this and then I'll trim it up. That might work out pretty good. I don't know. I would like to do this every Tuesday. We used to do live streams every Tuesday. We only had like 30-something people subscribed to us way back when. And we would do live streams together every Tuesday. You guys remember that? And I like that. I like doing that. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this And if I do, I don't know if it's always going to be in here or if it's going to be outside or if it's going to be in the kitchen. But yeah. So I was talking to my mom a couple weeks ago, and I said, Mom, we should do a girls camping in the wild survival trip. Anyway, she's like, yeah, let's do it. And so we didn't really plan it out. We were just talking about it. So she's like, let's set a date when we're going to go camping. And we were going to take the whole family, right? Like me and Patrick, my kids, my mom, my sister, her boyfriend, and her kids. So we were going to do this. Just so happens that everybody has to work this weekend except for me and my mom. So we're going to do a little camping this weekend with the kids. I'm going to try to take the grandkid. I'm going to try to take him. I'm going to let him sleep with me in the tent on an air mattress, and we'll see how that goes. But I think he's going to be old enough to do it, and it's just one night. So when my mom used to take us when we were little, she would take us for like days. I felt like it was days at a time. It wasn't, but it felt like it as a kid. Hey, girl. Do I need to look at you or not?
Yeah.
Jesus, help us. Oh, my goodness. What do you
That
think about her?
looks so cute.
What do you think about her?
How cute.
That's not cute.
That's my feeling.
It looks like a... It feels weird.
Don't you hurt my feelings.
Where's my pretty girl? Where's my pretty daughter?
You
I want her back. I want my daughter back. I don't know, guys. Just let her have fun. Let her have fun with it. Heather! Good evening. I'm just doing a little chatting and sewing. Trying a new thing. Trying to make quilt blocks. Your kids always love camping, so I was like, we could do I could make a dramatic video and be like, you know, girls surviving in the woods.
Yeah.
Yes, baby.
So can I play Roblox this Gammy?
Can you see how Gammy's using her tablet? When I'm done, you can, I promise, okay? He likes to play Roblox. I don't really even know what that is, but he plays it on my tablet. So I didn't let him spend the night last night. And I take him to school and I pick him up from school. And I was doing that with Layla too, but Layla is 3 and Layla didn't want to stay at school. So for a whole week, every day I would take her, and she did what, Jonathan? She cried. So her mama kept her home, was keeping her home. And I honestly would like mine to do virtual. I would like to do that here.
Can you do that on your phone or something?
No, sir. That's my tablet, and I'm using it. So you can wait a turn. I promise you'll get a turn, okay? So I was trying to persuade my kids to do virtual school so they could be home, and they weren't having it. They wanted to see their friends, and I wasn't going to force them into anything. But now the threat is, if we go into the red, every Friday we check the little zone thing. And if our county goes into the red, there will be a mandatory virtual learning. So this past week, the school had given Chloe a MacBook. I think it was a MacBook for her virtual schooling. So I think that's awesome. Jonathan's supposed to be getting his, and I'm a little concerned because he's only 5, and I don't know that he's going to take care of his. And if you don't take care of it, then the parents are responsible to pay for it. So I feel like I'm going to be responsible to pay for his, even though I'm not his parent. I'm basically his guardian, and I sign all his papers, and I do all that kind of stuff. So I have to glamping now. I'm too old to sleep on the ground. Your quilts are so... Thank you, Heather. You're a quilter. You know how time consuming it is. Alicia, I will see if I can find her, or if she can tell me her name so they can play on there. Virtual. Do your kids do virtual, Alicia? Cleaning my room, listening. Life with Lois. Thank you, Miss Lois. I am going to take an air mattress. I'm going to buy a new one because let me tell you this. Okay, this is probably bad, but the one we have now is the one the grandkids sleep on. And by the morning, it's kind of flatter, like it doesn't hold the air. Uh-oh. Is it skipping frames? Does that help? It might be because everybody's online. Like all my kids are online. So let me see if I can shut some of this stuff down. They're going to force me to get off, aren't they? They're going to force me to get offline. I don't know if that's going to help y'all. But anyway, we'll try it. Cody probably got on his computer. Chloe's probably on her computer. It's chunky. I'm sorry. Okay. I'll say this and I might shut this down because now that everybody's home and everybody's on the internet, they're going to suck the juice. They're going to suck the life out of the Wi-Fi. So the air mattress the kids use kind of goes flat a little bit by morning. So I'm going to buy a new one and I'm going to sleep on the new one and they're going to sleep on the one that goes flat because I cannot find the hole. Or maybe it's just such a small hole that I don't know. But anyway, I know that sounds bad, but like Heather, I'm too old for that. So I need a surface that is going to be plush and soft. When we went to the Bigfoot Festival last year, we forgot to take our air mattress, and I had to sleep on the ground for 2 nights. And I hurt, y'all. It was hard to even get up in the morning. And I'm like crawling to the coffee, you know, like, oh, crawling out of the tent on the ground over to the coffee thing. And I'm just like, I can't do this again. Never, ever. I'm almost done with my grandma's last baby quilt. It has 4 generations that have stitched on it. Oh, wow. I hope you will share that with us. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Alicia's got severe thunderstorm warnings there. She hears it now. Good night. Pray for our safety. Thanks. Okay, Alicia, you guys be safe. Okay, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and close this down because I know it's kind of choppy and I don't want to put you guys through all that. Camper, please. Yeah, we did have a camper. Patrick bought one and we used it a little bit and he ended up selling it to somebody that was going to turn it into a food trailer because it sat in our front yard for a year. And actually that was my prayer room. I would go out there and pray in it to get privacy. And that's where I would go. I would just sit in this camper, you know, and I would just sit there and pray or read. And then he sold it. Why did you sell my prayer room? Anyway. Okay, guys. I'm going to go ahead and shut it down because I don't want you guys to have to watch this. So, bless you for coming on. Thank you for spending a little bit of time with me. Next week, maybe the kids will give me an hour so that I can live stream with you guys. I won't be live Sunday morning to do a devotion, but I'll have one pre-recorded, and I will make sure that I get that up because I want to go through the book of Hebrews. That I'm still, even though I'm vlogging and it's different, that's still where my heart is, to share the gospel on here. So, Kevin uses our camper as his man cave. Hey, that's kind of perfect, and you guys are doing an amazing job on the camper. Oh my goodness. Okay, say goodbye to the people.
Bye, Poopy.
Goodbye.